Hi, welcome to my channel, Josh Gordon Music. This is a Line 6 Podgo preset video. In this video, we'll be looking at the Park Normal amplifier, and this is based or built for a Stratocaster style guitar 3 single coil pickup. I'm sure it can work if you have a humbucker in the bridge, or maybe you have a split coil feature in the bridge pickup if you have a humbucker. Regardless, this preset is definitely designed with a Strat in mind. Okay, so in this video I'll be using this PRS Silver Sky SE, and let's get to it. You heard the playing through hopefully in the intro there, and that was just the dirt. But we have a lot of good stuff in this preset, I believe. And as always, if you like this preset and you want to download it, check the description box below, and there will be a link where you can download it for free in the custom tone area on the Line 6 website. So we have a clean channel, a drive channel. I have a lead boost using the output volume. We've got the usual suspects. You know, I have a Hall reverb, simple delay. I'm using the dedicated EQ block just to enhance the amp tones. And it's the P75 normal, and let's see, I forget which cabinet we got here. Yeah, 412 greenback, my old standby. And we have a kinky boost as an always on pedal, and we're using the TMA overdrive. So I'm gonna play clean, and then we'll go through left to right as usual and do some more samples of the other things here. All right, so this is clean and it has the delay on. Okay, so that's the clean, and let's kick it to the drive. All right, let's have put this pick down and let's walk through this sucker. All right, so left, starting from the input, noise gate on as usual. Even with humbucker guitars, I like to have the noise gate. I might have it a little more conservatively set, like I might, you know, the threshold might be like minus 60 or minus, you know, 70, 80, whatnot. Still like to have it on. Definitely for single coils, this is the default setting. You can, you know, spend the time and play with it if you're, you know, really sensitive about how the notes are being, if they're being choked out or, you know, decaying too fast. Anyways, it works just fine as a default settings for this preset. So we have the wah. I'm not even gonna click on it. I keep promising to one day put this, you know, this unit on the floor and actually do something with the wah. It'll come, it'll come. All right, so second in my chain is kinky boost, and like I said earlier, I have it just on all the time just to kind of help fatten and color the sound a little bit. So it's like that, the always on pedal, you know, like an RC booster. So kinky boost, the exotic EP booster, are great, and it did help. Next in line, we have the TMA distortion. I like to really crank this one because I wanted, you know, get some real grit and a noticeable difference between clean and dirt. And I've upped the bass and treble cuts, you can see here, and try, you know, play with the level to get it kind of, you know, as close to unity gain with the clean as you can. You know, our ears can play tricks on us, and if you're, you know, spending too much time with your preset, things start to get a little, you know, blended or standard, or just, you don't, you know, your ears are just maybe fatigued. it's good to walk away. I take periodic breaks, and still, you know, I'm still working on getting that balance between, you know, a nice unity gain between drive and clean. Anyway, moving on, effects loop, I don't give a crap, but I do like that they have that feature though, because I just, you know, the odd time I like adding a real pedal into the mix. So, anyways, let's go to the amp. Okay, so yeah, the Brit P75 normal. So it's the Park 75 normal, and I do have some controller functions, and not too many controller assignments. You know, I have a controller assignment on foot switch 4. And that's my clean drive switch, which you'll see when you download this preset. And yeah, I really just I'm toggling between the drive, because this amp, when I had it low to, what is this, about 1.5, I guess. I'm not going to click on it anyways. Something around there. I noticed, okay, it's pretty good for clean. And I think you heard it here when I just gave you that demo. I think it's pretty good with clean. So that's a nice usable amp for that. And then in conjunction, you know, when the drive goes up, then I have my channel volume down. And I didn't touch the master this time. Usually you can use all three in conjunction to get a nice, you know, balanced tone between clean and drive. And it depends on the amp, like how far it's pushed. And if it's, you know, if it's like a high gain amp, like, you know, let's say like kind of like a diesel or an angle, like I don't think you're ever going to get a really good clean sound out of that. But that's not what those amp models are for anyways. But you can get some nice in between ones, like a plexi ones or this Park one, where you can dial in some clean. All right, so you'll see the parameters here. So there, and then also when I engage the drive channel, that's when the Tima comes on. All right, let's move to the cabinet. So as I said earlier, it's a greenback. Love the greenback. I didn't really play too much with it. I upped the low cut a bit, because I was finding I was getting a little boom when I switched to the neck pickup on the guitar. And I upped the high cut a little bit. So, okay. Let's move on to, yes, now I was pretty picky with the tone on this, because I didn't want it to be too scratchy, but also not too boomy. And that's what I was finding it was getting boomy. So, you know, you'll see here what I did. I don't, to be honest, I don't think this 31.25 hertz really matters. You could probably leave it at 0. It's definitely when you start getting to the 125 hertz, yeah, even the 62.5 hertz. I mean, you'll that's when you start noticing the effects. So I just, as I've mentioned before in previous videos, I just, you know, slide these parameters left and right until I hear something. You know, I'm not going to go, oh, this is minus 0.4. Maybe if I put it to minus 0.6, it won't make a big difference. Just slide these things around. That's when you're going to hear a difference. Okay, delay, simple delay. I tried a few different delays, but, you know, to have like things like ping pong effect or glitch or harmonize things, like, I mean, they have their uses and stuff, but for this preset and in general for presets that I would use, I don't really need that. I like a little subtle, simple ambient delay. So again, and I find the simple, well, the title gives it all. It's very simple to manipulate this one and dial something in, because there's not many parameters here to deal with, you know. So definitely for you beginners out there getting into delay, start with the simple delay, all right, and play around with that and learn what these things do. I'm still learning. I mean, the timing is the timing of the repeats. The feedback is like the number of repeats, and the mix is how much of this do you want in your signal. And level, yeah, you can turn this louder if you want. Like, I never touch the level. I usually find it's fine. And then the scale, you can play around with that. It does have an effect. I like to have it at 100% for what I'm hearing. And then trails, I love trails. All right, so next, the reverb. Hall reverb. I don't think I played around with this too much either. Like maybe a little low cut and up the high cut. The mix I dropped a bit now, and again put the trails on, and then volume pedal at the end. And then, as I said, we have a lead boost that I use the output for, and that's great because, you know, that saves you a block. I mean, you could use the kinky boost as a lead solo boost if you like, but I like it better as a coloring pedal for your tone. That's just my personal preference. Yours will be different. You could also, you know, use it. You could use the channel volume if it was available. You could use that as a boost as well. You just don't like. I don't want to see you waste a block per se for something that you can use on the, you know, the output channel, or even you can do with the EQ. You could turn that into a boost as well. You know, the dedicated EQ block that we're stuck with, right? So, anyways, I'm gonna do a little playing, and I'll engage the boost, and we'll wrap it up. Okay? So I think we're on the drive here. Yep. There, now I'll kill the signal. Well, there you have it. That's the Park amplifier preset, the normal for the Strat. I think I have done a Park preset before when I started doing these videos, but it was just a general whatever. This one, again, specifically for Strats, but try it with any guitar you want. You know, it's up to you. Anyways, let's wrap this up. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate all of you who've taken the time to watch any of my videos. I appreciate anyone who has subscribed. Thank you so much. All the returning viewers. Give the video a thumbs up, the like. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscription button and ring that notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. So again, let's all be good to each other. Keep making that great music. We'll see you in the next video.